What's up? It's the Great Purge. Yeah, man. How many do we got here today? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But there's a double on this Miguron here. So actually 9 knives. And 2 of these are a repeat. We're just going to lower the price a little bit and see if we can't move them out. So, hey, let's get going. This video is going to be long enough as it is. Got a Hogue Deka here. Yeah. Black coated blade. It's like a fat G10 material. It's got that axis lock on it. And the action is stunning on this thing. It's in CPM 20 CV. It's a Lishwitz design. And this one's got a little ding. This is a brand new knife. Never been carried, never been used. But it's got a snail trail on this side, and it's got one on this side. See it there? It's not through the coating, but whatever it was smoothed that coating off. Yeah, just smoothed it up. It's not through the coating. The coating's held up, but something rubbed hard enough on it that it smoothed that off. So because of that, I'm going to reflect it in the price. I think normally these go for like $175. I mean, I will tell you the ergonomics on this thing in hand, wow. I mean, they did this right, man. That action, super good. Lightweight, easy carry. It's got a great little pocket clip on it that runs really deep. So what am I going to ask for that Hogue Deka in 20 CV? $90. Now, I'm going to look for $7 donated for the shipping, but if you don't, I'm still going to sell it to you for the $90. But that $7 sure helps the channel if I don't have to pay to ship these out to you, which is true on every one of these knives. I'm going to give you a price, and then I mean, if you could add $7 for shipping, but honestly, even if you added $5, even if you added $3.50, you know, if you pay half, I pay half. I mean, you help me out. You know, think about it. 10 knives, that's saving the channel $30. You know, honestly, that's going to allow me to buy something similar to this and review it on the channel. And that's what all of these sales, that's what it does. It allows me to rotate inventory in and out of the channel. So that's my speech about the shipping, but it's $7 on every one of these knives today in the Purge. Next up, we got a Twosun. How about it? It's the first Twosun on the channel that's for sale. What's going on, man? Golly, I had the number. Let me get it. Okay, it's a TS-194. Yeah, TS-194. Never been carried, been checked into the channel. It's anodized. It's like the gold pattern with the blues and the purples. Heavy milling on this. Pardon me, my allergies. Moswan Mokhtar design. D2 steel. It's got a good running pocket clip, stiff tension, deep carry for a milled clip, you know what I mean? It's got this retro horizontal milling lines. And the action on this thing, yeah, it's been tuned. Wonderful. Full titanium. And it's got just drop shut action. Wonderful action on it. Ergonomics are solid. Good grip in the hand. It's got a choke up spot. Yeah, man. Twosun TS-194. And I'm asking $90 for it. It's got a reversible pocket clip. Yeah, pretty stunning knife. $90 for it. And then the shipping donation would be $7 as well. Next up, Civivi. It's got all its goodies. Brand new knife. Never been carried. Never been used. It's got all the stickers and cleaning cloth and and everything. I'm just going to let it fall. How about that? Spend half a day in there working on it. It's got this burlap micarta 14C 28N steel that's really subtly marked down in there. That says 14C 28N down there. Stainless steel scale on the one side. It's got a liner on this side. Burlap micarta. Snappy action. Almost could call this a spear point blade, right? I mean, maybe they're saying it's a drop point. I'm not really sure. I don't get into the blade designations too much because, I don't know, it's just a goofy stick point to me. I mean, I either like the way it looks or it doesn't. But I will say on this one, it looks awful close to a spear point. And then you've got a Spidey flick coming off of that fuller that's definitely usable to deploy. You got to dig a little bit for the thumb side, but you can dig in there and thumb flick it. Yeah. And you got the back flipper. Very snappy. Deep carry pocket clip. Recessed. Not reversible. Excellent tension. Yeah. Good ergonomics. It's got enough of a finger guard that I would call it, hesitantly, I would say that it's a confident grip. You know, there's enough, and the jimping on it is sharp enough that there's enough there that I would say that I think I could go forward, especially with that blade shape and the needle on the end of this thing. I mean, come on, man. Yeah. Civivi, I didn't even say what it was. It's a Cetos. Maybe I did say it. Civivi Cetos, and what am I asking for it? $50. $50 plus the shipping for the Civivi Cetos. Let's go back to this Twosun because I don't know if I illustrated the fact that you can deploy off that fuller. Yep, there's the Spidey flick. Very easily out. And the thumb flick. Again, really easy to deploy with either of those. Yep. And wonderful reverse grip. Excellent cap place for the thumb. This one, maybe you can get there. Not really sure. I'll go back to the Deka real quick. This has a wonderful reverse grip. Excellent platform for the thumb. Yeah. One more time, come back to the Cetos. What about the grip on it? Yeah, it definitely reverses. It reverses. You can definitely carry, put this in hand like a reverse Pikal grip or a standard reverse grip. Yeah, pretty cool. All these knives lock up solid. Yeah. Civivi Cetos. Next, we'll come here, pardon me, to the CJRB. It's in carbon fiber, steel liners, AR RPM 9 steel. It's got pretty good drop action. Looks like an anodized collar. I don't know if that's aluminum or titanium on that collar. Can't say, but the red looks pretty cool. Excellent action. Big blade. Tall flat grind. Super sharp. All these knives are sharp. Hey, I will mention, if you want me to put an edge on one of these, if you buy it, man, just tell me, hey, would you put an edge on it? I'd be happy to throw an edge down on it. Get you a nice, shiny, sharp edge. Be happy to do it. But these are factory edges with maybe a strop on them. There's a good chance that I put a strop on the knife like this, just to knock down any burrs when I do a sharp test on it to make sure that the knife is sharp. I may have run it on the strop just like this. But none of these have been sharpened. Yeah. So this is the CJRB Crag. C-R-A-G. CJRB Crag. Excellent ergonomics. It's got a confident grip. Great finger guard right here. Locked in. Really nice grip on this knife. It does reverse as well. Got a nice cap for the thumb. I not really so much that reverse. Um, I mentioned tall flat grind, super sticky blade on this one. Good action. That AR RPM 9 carbon fiber. Pretty deep carry pocket clips, not recessed, but it's got recessed screws. Yeah. So this Crag, I'm asking $35 for it. Yeah. All right. Next. Maybe the star of the show would be this Kizer. I mean, this knife, I'm going to weigh it because it is so light. Titanium, milled, carbon fiber inlays that weigh are like a feather. But this knife, and it's probably the lightest knife. Is it light as the Deka? I mean, they're going to be really close. Yeah, so you know what? I'm going to weigh them. Okay, so 2.4 ounces for this Deka. Remember when I said it's really light and an easy carry? Yeah, 2.4 ounces. And that's really a competitor to a bug out. I mean, if you're looking for something similar to a bug out, the size is going to be really similar. The weight, um, yeah, this is a legit piece here. But the clutch, 3 ounces. Yeah, super lightweight. But the Deka got it. It was lighter. Yeah, full titanium, S35 VN steel, carbon fiber inlays, and just the smoothest, most wonderful action on these. Ugh. And the pocket clip runs really well. Milled titanium, not reversible. Excellent action. Yep. Wonderful ergonomics. Definitely a confident grip. Great finger guard. Locks you down, locks in. This thing has a wonderful reverse grip. And you can Pakal grip this knife. You can get it in a reverse grip like this. Yep. Right here. Wow. Yeah. The Kizer clutch. S35VN, full titanium. And what am I asking for it? The Kizer clutch. $95 plus some donated shipping would be nice. Yep, 95. Come on, man. It's a great price. Got two Migurons here, the Pelora. They're exactly the same. How I ended up with two, you tell me. I don't know, but I did. I think it happens, man. I order and move and trade and sell and, review so many knives that I ended up buying two of these. And I'm sure when I bought the second one, I just wasn't thinking, hey, I have one. So 14C 28N steel, G10, got a blacked out murdered one, and then I got the OD green one. The blacked out one has a kind of a greenish collar, whereas the green one has a gold. They both have, well, and that same greenish is on the clip on the blacked out one, and then there's a black clip on the green one that's got blacked out hardware, except for the collar. Tall flat grind blades, really nice action on both of these. Got thumb studs only, but really good spidey flick and really good thumb flick. Yep, very comfortable in hand. It's a boxy knife, but it makes for a really nice grip. And I'm pretty sure when I reviewed this, I said, you know what this knife reminds me of? It's a mini Shoeses. That Shoeses knife, that big one that I did the review on, it's like this knife's big brother. This is a small version of that knife. I don't know if they're same designers or what, but man, they are so similar. Yeah. So got one in this stone washed and then sanded finish. It's a combination. kind of a satin finish, or we've got the blacked out, the murdered out black version that has a coating on it. This version with a polished up edge, which I would be happy to do. I'd be happy to put a really nice low profile, extra sharp, convex edge that's shiny. I'd be happy to put that on here for you. Again, on any of these knives, man, just ask me. I'll be happy to do it. I mean, but I get it. A lot of people just want that stock edge. You know what I mean? Don't want somebody sharpening their stuff. I'm in that camp. If I'm buying a knife, I'm not really looking for somebody else's edge on it. I'd rather just get it stock, and if I'm not happy with it, I'll sharpen it. But I do buy them where they've been sharpened. It's just not my preference. Yeah. So, anyways, 2 of these. What am I asking for these? The Migurons, I'm asking $40, and then donated shipping. Yep, $40 a piece. And if you wanted them both, I mean, let me know. Maybe I'll make you a deal and I'll sell both of them. Definitely will save some money on the shipping because I think the package price would probably be the same. And that probably goes for any of these. If you bought multiple knives, we could probably combine shipping and save us both some money, or definitely one of us. Next, got a Tuyaknife Bruiser. And this one, I believe, was brown. Had this brown G10 on it. And now it's Merlot. This is the one Merlot knife that I have. It turned out Merlot. That's what I called it. But it's kind of a purpley red. Got a inset pocket clip with rounded off cap screws. Liner lock. Big D2 blade. Stunning action. Yeah, this thing runs. And those polished liners, they just pop, man. I mean, it's a good looking knife. But it's a large knife, and it's got excellent ergonomics. Yeah, this thing in hand feels so good, and you're locked in. This is a locked in, confident grip on this knife with, I mean, a pretty intimidating blade. Yeah, I do love me some Tuyaknife. Feel like I'm saying tuna fish. Tuyaknife. I don't know. Stupid. Yeah, so the Tuyaknife Bruiser. What am I asking for it? A lot of tension on this pocket clip, too. I remember that. In and out of pocket. I think it's like a dryer clip. Which, speaking of that, if you have questions about any of these, hey, man, how's the pocket clip run? Blah, blah, blah. Well, the first thing you could do is probably research the channel for the video, because I'm pretty sure every one of these knives have been on the video. But the other thing, you could easily just reach out to me and throw me a question. I'll be happy to answer it and see what I can do to get you the specifics to your question. So the Tuyaknife Bruiser, I'm asking, where is it? $30. $30 for the Tuyaknife Bruiser. Next up, these 2 right here, they've been on the channel before for sale. This Petrified fish got all the stuff. It's got some kind of lanyard that you could braid up, I guess. It's got a dog tag, stickers, all the stuff. This is a Petrified fish 949 in K110 steel. It's got like a bead blast finish and then a satin sanded finish. This Micarta. It's got an interesting deep carry pocket clip. And I believe it's titanium, if I remember. Let me see. Yeah, titanium stamped. I believe stamped. I don't think that's milled. But titanium pocket clip. Pretty cool. And very cool blade shape. Excellent ergonomics. Very confident grip. I mean, once you're in here on this knife. You can definitely go reverse with this knife. You could go here if you wanted to. It's not the best, but it'll take it. Great action. And it's got a crown spine on the blade as well. I mean, there's a lot here for a little bit of money. I'm asking $40 for this. And that's down from the last time I posted it. So I'm really looking to try to get this one up out of here. Let's get it moving. And out of all of the purge knives, okay, I don't know how many it's been now, but out of all the purge knives, they've all sold except these two. And then there's one currently listed on eBay. But everything else has sold. How about it? Yeah, so I guess I'm pricing them right to move them, which is what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm not trying to get rich, and in a lot of cases, I'm selling it for less than I spent on it. But if I can minimize that loss, then I can keep that money flowing through the channel and keep the channel full of content. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep new product coming in, and of course, you know, on my side, I get to put my hands on all these knives. Like if you buy that one, you get to, you get to open the box and put it in your hand and mess with. I got to play with all these. So I mean, that's my angle, man. That's where I'm coming with is I get to unpackage each one of these, put my hand on it, and you know, obsessively palm it. I get to play with it, man. And then I package it up and I move it on to somebody who's going to maybe use it or seriously collect it on their side. So, anyways, Petrified Fish Warrior, I'm asking $40 for it. And last but not least, got the XTOUC. It's the SX604. It's in micarta and 14C 28-inch steel. Button lock. It's got, I mean, as button locks go, without a doubt, I labeled it A action. It's got an A action, and honestly, it may be one of those where I'm struggling to find out why I didn't call it an A plus action. It's got a fairly stiff detent coming out of there, and so maybe that's why I said an A, because it does have to break to go. It's got to break to get out of there. The detent ball is stiff on this knife, but it's not horrible. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a button lock. So if you want to use the button to get out of it, boom, there it is. And I think I said it had a stiff detent ball, but it doesn't have a detent ball. It's that button that's down against the blade. So if you press the button, that thing will fall out of there. Look. Yeah. I mean, it's as free as it can be, man. Yeah, the action on this thing is definitely an A. But when it's locked down, so could you relieve the spring a little bit? Man, I didn't, just because, honestly, I'm happy to have it with such a solid detent on it. Because a lot of times these button locks, you're the other side of that coin. You don't have enough. Yeah, so this thing, I mean, ergonomics are solid. This thing's solid in hand. Full 4-finger grip. It does reverse well. Very confident grip here. Yep. Good deep carry pocket clip, recessed screws. So this thing really does kind of just disappear in a pocket, and it's got excellent tension. So this thing, the retention of it in pocket is solid. So brand new, it's got all the stuff. What am I looking for it? $30. $30 for the XTOC. All right, so total 10 knives. I appreciate y'all checking it out. Let me know if you're interested in any of these. The only way to take a run at one of these is to email me at the channel email, and that's discerningman01@gmail.com. discerningman01@gmail.com. Let me know if you got any questions, and happy hunting. I appreciate y'all watching. Take care.